Saturday is the big day. There's 1,000 cars on the strip right now, 10,000 people, and we have beautiful 75 to 80 degree weather this afternoon. It's perfect Chamber of Commerce weather. We're full all the way to the dam, from the top of the strip all the way to the dam. You know, I'm sure there's several other events that would like to think that they're the kickoff to the summer, but we really believe that we are. You know, we bring in people from all over the country.
We usually come down for about a 3-day weekend, and this has probably been the prettiest time and prettiest weekend we've seen down here at the lake. A friend of mine that used to put on a lot of car shows, which was from Fayette, Missouri, knew I was looking for a fat fender old car, and he come across this car down in Branson, Missouri. And he brought it home, didn't even call me, just brought it. He knew that's kind of what I was looking for, and it's a Pontiac, so you just don't find very many Pontiacs in 48. It has, when I built the car, I had in mind to build this car with everything, the best I could put in it. Steering, everything's polished stainless. It's got a 96 Corvette LT1 motor in it with a 4L60E 4-speed overdrive transmission. It's all computerized, full power, doors, tilt, cruise, locks, windows, air conditioning, power steering, power brakes. The only thing that is probably not authentic to the car as far as old that I used is a 69 Chevelle rear end. It took me 6 years to build the car. It's been on the road almost 3 years now, and I drive it everywhere. It's not a trailer queen, so I've got about 15,000 miles on it so far.
I love this car show. This is nice. So, a lot of people.
Car's 1937 Ford, stock car. It originally was a stock car. The good thing about the car is the title stayed with it. So when we got it, we converted it back to street legal, and I could still take the headlights off and go racing it in the vintage class stock car races yet. We're getting ready this year to do the Hot Rod Power Tour. First time we're ever going to do that. So this here's the first debut of the car being out on the street. So far, other than running out of gas, it's been a pretty successful trip. So it's first time here at the Ozarks, and I'm amazed by all the different cars and everything else. So it's all a good time. Well, when I got the car, it was a little rough, or pretty rough, I should say. We had to change the engine, training, and stuff like that. Repainted it, of course, and had to put a different radiator, all that kind of stuff in it, and weld the floor up and everything, and pretty much just get to where it's legal on the street if I had to be, you know. So other than that, we still got a little bit more work to do to it yet, but we're pretty close. So, well, you know, one thing that's kind of neat is you just don't find the old stock cars anymore. You know, they were pretty much junk when they raced them, and when they're done, they just brought them all to the scrap yard. Like I said, so far having a blast with it. Gets a lot of attention.
What TV? What's happening, man?
I'm 68 and I've had the car since 1968, and when I was younger I had different motors in it and hot rodded it one thing and another. I got married and stuck it in the shed and taken a lifetime to get it done. I just took about 2 years. The last 2 years I was dedicated to it, and I finally had the money to bring it back to life, and luckily sat in the corn crib for all them years, and it basically it didn't really disintegrate, but it was pretty bad shape, and we took the body off and replaced every nut and bolt. And obviously it's not 100% stock, but I tried to keep it original as I could. But I didn't really want an original point car. I just wanted something that satisfied me, and it's just kind of the resto mod rod. Yes, I paid $125 for it.
So you're,
now I got $125,000, and that's the truth. Hope to be back from now on. I think you're going to outgrow the Main Street, though.
Bought it from a guy when I was down in Florida, and I traded a Maserati off for it, and he would live right next to me in Granite City. It was a coincidence. He was in a trailer or RV park down there, and I ended up trading him and got that. And I put power windows and door locks, but it already has a 350 in it, has air conditioned and all like that. It rides pretty good and drive it around. I wanted a four-door so I could carry more people, and I just kind of like a four-door. And Studebakers was expensive cars back then. They were like $1,700, where a regular Ford was only $400. Yeah. You know, no trunk, but a lot of room. Well, I'd say Lincoln rode in a Studebaker wagon when he got assassinated at Ford Theater, because the Studebaker had made wagons before they made cars.
Oh, we've been down here 4, 5, 6 years, like that, off and on. So different times. So just seemed like a nice weekend this weekend. About 4 trailers worth bringing home. That's been about 15 years ago. So took in, was no drag car, and converted over to street. Got all the stuff still to make it go. I've got a couple other cars, but this is just, 55s are real popular right now. You know, shoebox cars are real nice. So I just like it. had them when I was a lot younger. You know, had 4 or 5 of them. You know, so decided to do one.
Well, the car's a Factory 5 racing kit. It's a replica of a 1965 Shelby Daytona Coupe. Shelby people only built 6 of those original cars, so if you want one, you need to build the kit. You know, Factory 5 Racing builds the kit that I have here, and then another company, Super Performance, makes a coupe kit. Those are the only 2 that I know of. You could build the Shelby Roadsters. There's quite a few companies that make those. How much work you want to do and how much time, the big thing, you have to be sure of your commitment to finish it once you buy it, because the kits aren't cheap. Yeah, I did all the mechanical work. My friend Larry Gleiser did all the paint and body. So he's an artist, and I'm not a body man. It's a real friendly crowd when you come down here. Everybody's interested, and they want to talk to you. And I've met a few people down here now. We kind of look for each other when I come down. So it's been a lot of fun.
You know, the show continues to grow. We cap the show at 1,000 entries, so we won't have any more than 1,000 cars, but as we add entertainment value, as we add value in general to the show, it does require more volunteer people and more volunteer hours. So even though the show is capped at 1,000, our need for assistance moving forward will most likely grow every year. What this event is about is a tourism builder for the Lake of the Ozarks. So we're about renting rooms in motels, hotels, resorts, and condos. We're about selling restaurants. We're about selling meals at restaurants all over the lake region. We're selling gasoline. We're selling entertainment. We're selling beverages. We're selling the entire family experience. This is a family-friendly event. We've added additional entertainment for children this year, from toddlers on up. So we want to make sure that we reposition the show as a family-friendly event that everybody can come to, and we're especially proud of the additions that we've made this year.
Shelly, this is Tony Rear with the Lake Ozark Daybreak Rotary, and we're down here on the strip having a great time trying to raffle off a car, and your name was drawn. Yes way. Okay, there you go. Our winner, folks, is Shelly Loeb from Bland, Missouri, from Gasconade County. Congratulations to Shelly Loeb. She's right down the street.